Hello guys, so it's Allison here. You're welcome to this Mbfx weekly video. Very soon I'm going to hop onto the chart in a minute. But before then, don't forget, if you like my trading videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You like this video, it does help the channel a lot. And after you've subscribed, you're going to see this bell at the bottom. You try and click it. It does help my channel to grow. So right now, let's jump into the video. It's Allison here with a brand new weekly video for the 13th of April to the 17th of April 2020. We just want to use the Mbfx Forex trading system to look for some new trade ideas. Okay, so it is really simple. Again, with the Mbfx, you know that when the price approaches the sell zone, the red zone, you sell, and then when the price approaches the green zone, you buy. But it is not always that simple. A couple of rules you need to adhere to. You want to make sure you are actually buying or selling at daily support or resistance levels, and also take into account price action. What that tells you is that you just cannot rely on a single system. In fact, any system in Forex, you can't rely on it. You just have to make sure that the price is respecting these rules. This actually works best when the pair is in consolidation. Mbfx will also show you when the pair is also in a trend. So price is king. You have to make sure you bear that in mind as well. So looking for trades is something you can do every day, or in the morning, or in the evening after the London session has closed and the US has closed and Asia is open. You begin to search for opportunities. And as you can see here, we have some opportunities here on the NZD card. So like I said, what you normally do first, you need to mark out your areas of support and resistance. So if I go on the daily time frame, I can try and show you how I do that and just mark off significant areas. So by significant area, I mean areas on the chart that has acted previously as support and resistance. So you have to see like that area I marked, that is area of resistance. It acts this zone is support. No, it's not like a specific line, it's like a zone. So this zone has acted as resistance and support almost in 2 days. It was support in this area, and there was a bit of support here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance, and then resistance. So when you have your Mbfx on, and you already have these lines on your chart, then you know that you have a good zone. You can see here, for example, as well, this is a very good support area. So price has come here several times and it keeps bouncing up. And this is what you want to see when you are trying to trade the Mbfx. So if we go back to the 4-hour time frame, which is my preferred time frame for trading Mbfx, you're going to see that price came in here. Now we can actually mark up some other areas as well on the daily time frame where price has actually reversed. Okay, it's not just one zone. So this is another zone. Let's pick another zone here. This is how you can do this one. Let's pick that zone. The price reversed there, and you can see going to the past. There's some action here. You see, it was a bit of a cluster here. These are consolidation areas. Price has reacted in this area. And then you see support here, and then it lines up with the Mbfx. So you know when price pushing in here, and then you see this rejection, then you know that it's time to go down, and you take it up to the blue line. Okay. So if we take another one on daily time frame, say this zone, maybe that's not very significant because it's mostly support anyway. Mostly support, isn't it? So come on the 4-hour time frame, then you can see the price actually come in here before. So these two zones have been good for buying, but only if you had these lines already on your chart as confirmation. Okay, so let us see. This looks like a buy to me. We'll see what happens to that one. So to scan for opportunities, AUD card 4-hour, you see this is in an uptrend, but I know that the AUD pairs are about to turn, because if you check on daily time frame, we are about reaching, this is a whole downtrend, and this is something you have to be aware with the Mbfx. Okay, you need to be aware of what the overall trend is. Okay, so you need to be aware of what the overall trend is. the overall trend is down, and you can see on the daily, this is a clear downtrend. So I'll be looking to probably take the short, just looking for the first impulse down, okay? And if we also draw a line around here, you will also notice that these areas of previous support on daily time frame support is not looking like it's turning to resistance, and that matches with our Mbfx, okay? Now don't forget that the Mbfx, all these lines, they are not static, they move with price, they do shift with price. So it looks good when you look back, but you have to also understand price action. Like I can see, I've drawn this trend line here. This trend line has been respected now since when? Since about about a year ago. This trend has been in existence. You can see there's several touches on this trend, several touches. You can readjust it, but that's to give an idea that, so I'll be looking for price to come back into this area, and then I can go short on this pair with a target down here, which is worth about 170 pips, and then you see what happens, because that's the rule. So but I'll be trading this on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour, it looks like an uptrend, but because you already have your trend line waiting, which is why it's so important that you have your trend line waiting for you. You draw that first before you start trading, okay? So this is how, now you see that we have this resistance line here, and then we have this trend line as well. So there's a bit of a confluence there, and I expect price to begin to push down to this side, okay? So that's why it's always good to focus on the big picture, okay? Let's see AUD USD, very similar as well. You go on daily time frame, you can also see the same kind of scenario that you can see. We are in a support resistance area. Generally we're in a downtrend anyways. You can see on the weekly we're in a downtrend, clear downtrend we are in at the moment on the daily time frame. So if I take this off here, you see that we're in a downtrend like I did before on the other pair. A clear downtrend, so we want as many touches as possible, so you can do that, and then you can actually wait for this to touch this one. Now it's very subjective, but you just want as many touches as possible. There is no hard and fast science to it. As long as you have as many touches as possible, you're good. It doesn't have to be the tip, or it could just be body of the candle. It doesn't really matter, as you can see here, okay? So the important thing is that you want to be have as many touches as possible, and then I will probably be looking to short this pair around maybe probably around here. Maybe this is the previous area of support, which will become resistance with time. So this pair probably still has some way to go, or we might well just wait a turn here because we already have this zone here. We're already having some price rejection. We'll just wait for confirmation and then take the pair short, okay? So don't just rely on the Mbfx on its own alone. You might have some fake out, if you know what I mean, okay? So go back to the 4-hour time frame and then look at other pairs, okay? So you can see here the price has touched this resistance line, which we had on the daily time frame. That's the second one below, isn't it? So price has come there and has started to reject, okay? So what I'm probably looking for, if you want to confirm, is you want to maybe look for a double top on the 4-hour. So you want this one to maybe come back up here and form a double top around here and then come down. So if this holds as a resistance, then we know that we are good to go down. All right, it doesn't really have to come all the way up here, but it could. But I would think that you wait and see what happens. So I wouldn't short this pair straight away. You probably just need to wait and see. Let it have a retest. Okay, retest up to this level, maybe up to 50% or 60% retest, and then we'll see what happens when that finishes. Okay, so AUD CHF and the 4-hour, I think it's a similar story for the Aussie pairs. Again, on the weekly time frame, you can see it's been falling for some time, and yes, very similar to what we have on the other pairs. Okay, let's look at CAD JPY and see what that brings. I've looked at this pair before. You can see analysis I did on this pair before. This was just this actually just crashed. So this was always going to be a flag. It was this is a weekly time frame actually. Let's go to the daily. So this has been falling for some time. You can see that would have been a very beautiful trade if somebody was following that trade. I haven't seen this pair for a very long time, to be honest with you. but now we're in a bit of a consolidation, so it might be good for Mbfx, to be honest, on a 4-hour time frame, because when you see pairs behaving like this on the daily time frame in consolidation, like I mentioned earlier, it will be perfect to trade on the Mbfx. So if we do that, that's like main resistance area, and that is the area of support. You can mark those off. It's really choppy down there, but we can see on the 4-hour time frame you can trade the Mbfx with it. Okay, that will be your resistance area, and this will be your support area, and then you can trade it. But that's just how you want to do it anyway, and that's how you look for trade ideas on the Mbfx. Okay, so CHFJPY, again, you want to determine what the overall trend is first before you start looking for ideas. The weekly time frame seems very choppy at the moment. There is no real trend here, so I probably will stay away from a pair like this. It's not really, I can't see anything here. Okay, it's coming into this area, which is an area of support, so you might want to maybe wait for the pair to come down all this way. See if it comes down here. You can maybe place a pending order here, because price has come here and reversed several times, so you might want to consider putting a pending order here, and then you ride it all the way up for what, 150 pips onto the blue line. And yeah, so I'll probably, if I was me trading this pair, I'll probably wait. I'll place a pending order in this zone. Just be patient, place a pending order. Don't be afraid to put it as low as possible. If it comes to you, it bounces off that level, you know you're in big profit. But don't, you can do that, you know, and so your stop loss can be very tight as well. Okay, so that's the CAD CHF, CHFJPY, CAD CHF. Oh, this looks nice, but again, we need to know the context of what we're trading. Again, this is very choppy as well, so probably quite good for a bounce on the 4-hour if it approaches this level. So see, enters this green zone. You want to be sure that you can trade this one. Let's have a look on the time frame again. What I can do, I can actually draw a trend line in here. There's a trend line here, and see. Let me just do this. Actually, this looks like a downtrend to me at the moment, to be honest with you, because this has been respected before. Let us see here. This is more like a wedge, isn't it? Really. So I mean, if it's not clear cut, you're probably just best off leaving it. Okay, you don't have to trade every pattern that you see on the chart. Okay, so there you go. Again, it comes to the zone, you can buy. So this is how you're going to look for your trade ideas. Okay, so if you have any questions, just leave it at the bottom, and I'll have a link to my Telegram group if you want to join up. Don't forget, if you're watching this video on YouTube, to like the channel, and also subscribe to the channel, and also like the video. And after subscription, you're going to see a notification button. So I could just go on and on and on, but the story is just the same. You just look for when the price approaches this level and hope for a bounce. If the price bounces here eventually, you can see it's been here before. It's coming back for a retest. This is Euro JPY, and then you can have a nice bounce up to this level, okay, which is what, about 125 pips if that works out. Okay, so this is looking like quite good actually. It's looking like a retracement of this move, and I expect maybe to bounce up. But general trend, overall trend, again, price is very choppy because of this coronavirus we're having and every other issue we're having at the moment. So everything is just quite choppy, very choppy. But in it, you still have a lot of opportunities because the market is quite volatile at the moment, you know. Okay, so that's that one. And the Euro GBP, this is a pure downtrend. Okay, so I'll be only looking for sells in Euro GBP at the moment because it's a pure downtrend, going all the way down. Okay, so it's just still going down. You can see that's rejecting on this place here. So down. I will be looking for sells only for Euro GBP. So to do that, you probably best off wait for it to break this level. If I was to trade this using market structure, just get off the Mbfx for a minute. Let me show you something real quick. So to do that, I'll probably wait. This is a support level. So I'll wait for this support level to be broken to the downside, and then let it retest, and then you continue down. Okay, just see what happens here. It's at support right now, so we'll see what happens here. If it breaks up all the way up, you can start trading up, but it's always good to see what happens at support levels. Okay, Right, so thank you very much for watching this video, and like I said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. What I find is that over 80% of people who actually watch my videos are not subscribers. That is surprising. So you subscribe, please subscribe, leave a like on the video if you like the video, and also don't forget to click that notification button so when I make new videos like this, you will be notified. Okay, don't forget to check in the description below for my Telegram channel so you can join me in the conversation. Take care, and God bless you.